Okay, today I'm going to do a tutorial on preserving your baseband and upgrading to the newest firmware, which is 4.3.1. So let's say you're on an older firmware like 4.0, 4.1, or 4.2 and have an unlockable baseband like 513 for the 3GS or 1.59 for the iPhone 4. And you want to upgrade your device for the 4.3.1 firmware. And this will even work if you have the 514, 515, and 516 firmware, and you flash your device's baseband and installed a 6.15 baseband. If your modem firmware is that, then you can't upgrade to stock firmware. So this will solve all the problems if you're on an older firmware with the 615 baseband and want to upgrade to the 4.3.1 firmware. So to get this done, we're going to need Sn0wbreeze 2.5.1. We're going to go to Properties. We're going to go to Compatibility. Then we're going to put a check mark and run this program in compatibility mode. XP Service Pack 3, then run this program as an administrator. Once that is done, we're going to double click it. Sorry for the bad camera angle, guys. And I'm going to go to OK. Now we've just launched Sn0wbreeze. We're going to hit OK, close credits, and the blue arrow. Now, this is the IPSW selection. If you don't have your firmware file, you can click here and go to the website it provides and download it. Or click Browse. I'm going to click Browse. And I'm going to go for my 3GS 4.3.1. And I'm going to hit it right there. Click Open. And we're identifying the IPSW. My device is an old boot ROM. If you don't know which is yours, click Detect It for me. And I'm going to hit Old Boot ROM. Now, we are all verified. And what you want to do is hit the top. This is baseband preservation mode. Okay, this mode only preserves the baseband. It does not jailbreak or unlock the actual device. Or other modes still do preserve the baseband. So if you're on 4.2.1 and you're jailbroken and locked and you flash the baseband to 615 and your device is not taking stock firmware from your iTunes, this will upgrade you to 4.3.1 with the 615 baseband. So we're going to want to click this and continue. Now we're creating the IPSW. I'm going to leave it do its job here. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to get back to you guys. Okay guys, Sn0wbreeze has successfully created our firmware file. And that is on our desktop. So we're going to click OK. And we're going to have to put our device into DFU mode. Let me plant my camera. Now please turn your device off. So I'm going to hold the power button, slide it. Now my device is off. And it wants me to click start. So click start here and make sure your device is powered off. Okay, now prepare to press and hold home and power. Okay, now I'm pressing and holding home and power for 10 seconds. Now I'm going to release the power and I'm going to hold on to the home. Now keep holding the home button. This is the DFU mode, and if you hear that beep, looks like you guys are doing good. You just gotta keep holding the home button. Okay, we're running iReb. Your device is now in a Pwn DFU state black screen. Okay, now you want to launch iTunes. Note, if you get the 2003 error and iTunes after extracting, just unplug and replug and do it again. Okay? Now we're going to load iTunes. Okay, now it's going to show you're in DFU mode. Now you want to click Shift and left click Restore. I'll actually do it again for you. So you're going to hold Shift on the keyboard and then bring your mouse to the Restore button there. Now as you're holding Shift, left click, and we're going to browse for firmware. You want to go to your desktop, and it should look like this if we're using a 3GS. Now we're going to give that a click, and we're extracting the software. Okay, now we're preparing iPhone for a restore, and the restore process has just begun. So if there's any errors or any problems with the restore, I will definitely show you how I got through the error. Hopefully there'll be no errors during this. The process has just begun, so when we're done, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, now it looks like I didn't run into any errors at all. So the progress has just finished, and it is booting up. So let's see what happens. No, it's still in DFU mode. So I think now I could use Sn0wbreeze. I could create a firmware file with Sn0wbreeze without preservation mode, and then it'll boot on 4.3.1 with actually the 5.14 baseband. So I'm gonna do a video on that and get back to you guys shortly. So this has been my video for preserving your iPhone's baseband.